Hi guys, Artemis here from Sauna and Spas, and today we're going to show you how to assemble panoramic glass cedar barrel sauna. This one is going to be 2.4 meter long and 2.1 meter diameter. So this is one of the largest barrel saunas we have. It has a panoramic glass, as I said, and this one will be heated by a firewood heater. In this case we have somewhat temporary solution. We have a treated pine blocks and we level them up so it's already leveled. We also check the diagonals and the lengths on the sides, so it's ready for us to go. We already put a middle stave down, so now we're just gonna go with the staves on each side and secure each of them to the cradle. And yeah, let's get into it. So now we have secured all staves to the cradles. We have made it as stable as possible. The next step is to put the walls. In our case will be panoramic glass on the front and will be a wall with the door on the back. So we'll need all hands on deck. Make sure we all secure it so it doesn't fall on us. And we'll put the temporary stave on the top, secure it from the bottom, make sure it's all nice and secure, and then we'll continue with the staves over the side. You have to be very careful placing it in. You can even put the temporary support buttons if needed before you put it in. We managed to get it in nice and safe. Now the reason we remove the buttons is it looks much cleaner on the inside. You don't have any extra pieces that are really not necessary on the wall. Today is a nice and calm day, it's not windy, so we secured it with a couple of screws on each side and the wall is sitting in the position. It's quite nice and stable. We're going to put the panoramic glass in, put the temporary stave, and off we go. So we've got all of the staves onto the walls of the sauna. So it's all assembled. It's now a matter of closing the gap. And it's a bit of a guess and try work. So we have a flat end piece on one side, flat end piece on the other side. And now we need to fit this one in. So we need to take into account that once we put the straps on and we tighten them, everything will squeeze in. So we're gonna take 20 mil off this piece, 20 mil, fit it in, and give it a try. We'll tighten the straps and see how tight it all sits, and maybe it will be perfectly fine with 20 mil off. And if we need to, we may need to take it out and take another 10 off. So let's give it a go. So we have secured and tightened one strap. You can see how tight it is. It's fairly close. So it's pretty much done up. But if we look on the staves, we can see that we still have a few gaps here and there. Now, also considering that we still have some screws on the side, which we're going to remove. And once we remove the screws, the staves will give in again. We'll go in a little deeper. So that means that it's actually better for us to undo the strap and feed in another piece. Now we can estimate better how big that and how thick that piece should be. This is about 10-15 mil gap, so probably should be able to fit in 17, 18, even 20 what we've cut off. So we're just gonna put it back in and retighten the strap again. So we've finished with the straps. The whole sauna is now assembled except for the interior and the shingles. The straps are on. We'll put the front and the back strap next to the cradle just to keep it symmetrical, but the middle strap we'll put it over the wall. There's one wall, and that's very important that we have strap over it. It will give it the best stability. So now all of the straps are done, we can now proceed to the interior. So we're now going to proceed to assembling the benches, and inside the sauna there will be two benches, one on each side, plus a little bit of a half bench on the back where the panoramic glass is. So each side bench will come with 3 support pieces, like so, and the ones on the edge will act as a support for the half bench on the back as well. So what we need to make sure is when we secure them to the side is that they're level. That's the most important thing. So once they're level, and we start from this end and secure them to the wall, then we'll put the benches over the top. The support pieces for the benches on the front wall. They're both on the same level. The next step is make sure that the bench is the correct length. So we'll bring it in, we'll put it, it's the correct length. Now the support pieces on the back wall go all the way out to the edge of the sauna, so that the half bench that sits here across the panoramic glass also has a support. It actually supports on the same piece. So that's what we're going to secure next. before we secure the middle support on the back hinge, we're going to secure the floorboard down first. So it doesn't need much. We just put a couple of screws on the corners and that's it. And before we secure it on the sides, we just put the middle support piece in. So we flip it upside down, put one screw like so, and then we'll flip it back and secure over the top. So we finished with benches. The benches are now assembled, and the next step is the heater. So because it's a panoramic glass sauna and it has a firewood heating option, it comes with the firewood heater that is fed from the inside. So that's our access door. Firewood heater, there's a panel that firewood heater will sit on. So that goes all the way to the back. And then we'll put the firewood heater on top of that, assemble the flue, and we have a protection sealing panels for the interior and the exterior. We can do the interior straight away, but the exterior will come over the top of the shingles. So, but yeah, let's assemble it. The heater is in a position, so now let's put the flue on. So we'll put the flue over the top. What we need to make sure is we keep the clear gap, and it's the same distance all around the flue. This housing is already, it's an insulation, it's a thermal insulation, and it will already protect the wood, but we still need to keep that gap here. Okay, the next step is we're going to put the shingles, and then we seal the openings on the inside and seal the opening on the outside. So now is the time to do shingles, and with the shingles for this diameter, this is 2.1 meter diameter, we have 7 skirting boards on each side. So we start with one, which will be roughly in the middle, so that will be the centerpiece. guys, you could see we laid all shingle sheets, all tiles, all the way to the top. And for the opening, the flue opening, we just made few adjustments. We cut a couple of sheets here. What's left is we're gonna cut another 3 sheets with no trapezoid pieces. So we're gonna cut these pieces off. We'll make them just rectangular, just the stretches, flat stretches. And we're just gonna apply them on the silicone right in the middle. And we're gonna run probably 1, 2.5 sheets, and then this will go over the top and will be secured down with a couple of screws, just to make sure. Okay. The next step is we're gonna seal the clearance, seal that opening between the flue and the sauna. And for that we have these 2 plates. So they're gonna come on each side of the flue, and we're gonna join them like so and put a few screws in so that it's nice and sealed. The next, and then we'll seal it from the top, and we'll be almost done. So we need to secure the sand cloth, and in this sauna the only spot is actually this back wall. Secure it vertically like so, and then twist it so that you don't see the screws. So the sand cloth is quite handy. Let me just put it here, that's probably the best spot for it. With the thermometer hygrometer, once again, we are limited where we can put it here. We can't put it on that wall, we can only put it on this wall. And typically, you don't put it all the way up high, because it will be reading the temperature that's up there and it will be much hotter. You put it somewhere on your probably head high, so I think that this height will be sort of optimal. At the same time, we don't want it there, if someone sits with the back this way and wants to lean their head, they will hit that. So we'll put it just a little bit up above the height of the head level here. So here, just above your head. And this is it. This is the sauna assembled. 2.1 meter diameter, 2.4 meter long. It feels very spacious. Have a look inside, guys. And it's plenty of room, even above my head, while with the floorboard on, there's plenty of space. So you could enjoy the view. The firewood heater is in place. We haven't put the stones in because the owner decided that he's going to put some other stones and he's going to check them all. And yeah, but also when you're about to use firewood heater, make sure you burn it off. So burn it off for 4 or 5 hours. Make sure all the fumes and any volatiles will come off, and it will become safe to use. And also another thing very important with the sauna like this, where you have a firewood heater installed inside the sauna, it's very important to be mindful of the air ventilation and how much air we have, because combustion takes air. People need air to breathe, while in the sauna you probably need double as much air. So it's critical to make sure all ventilation is there. This door for this sauna was designed in a way so that we have additional ventilation. There's a little bit of an opening above the door and a little bit of an opening underneath the door. And that will make sure that we have sufficient ventilation for the combustion as well as breathing. Thanks guys for watching. It was Jordi on the camera and Artem from Shim Saunas and Spas, and we showed you how to install 2.4 meter long, 2.1 diameter panoramic glass sauna in the beautiful Dolphin Sands of Tasmania. See you next time.